So we have started with accounting for non-profit organization chapter. So till my previous videos, we have discussed about its concept, its characteristics, okay, and how to prepare receipts and payments account. So today we are going to discuss next topic, that is how to prepare income and expenditure account for a NPO. Okay, so basically income and expenditure account is prepared, as it is in the name itself, to find out what all the amount is received by the NPO during the current year. Okay, and what all the expenses made by an non-profit organization during the current year. Okay, so whatever the difference we get, we either call it as surplus or deficit, right? This is similar to a profit and loss account. Okay, so there are certain points to remember if we have to prepare this income and expenditure account. So let's have a look at them. Okay, first point is, it is just like a profit and loss account. So as I already told you, how we prepare profit and loss account for a business organization, similarly we prepare income and expenditure account for a non-profit organization. Okay, so when we prepare profit and loss account, so whatever the profit or loss that we get, okay, so if we get balancing figure on the debit side, we treat it as profit, and if we get balancing figure on the credit side, we treat it as loss. Okay, so here also we will get the same balancing figures. Okay, I mean the concept, everything is same here, but we should not call it as profit here. Okay, for an NPO we will never call it as profit or loss. Okay, we call it as surplus or deficit, right? Basically method of preparation, everything is same here. Okay, then next point is, it includes only revenue items. Now this point is very important here. Okay, now what are revenue items then? So the expenses or incomes which occur again and again during the course of business. Okay, so I will give you an example, right? Suppose you are purchasing a machinery. Okay, you will not purchase machinery every day or every month, right? Very frequently we will not purchase a machinery. Okay, so that is my capital item. Okay, I have to spend money for purchasing machinery, so it is my capital expenditure. Okay, the expenditure which does not occur again and again. But repairs or fuel for machinery are revenue items, right? Machinery I will not purchase every day, but I will frequently require diesel, fuel, okay, or you can say repairs, maintenance for an asset, right, for machinery. So these items will be revenue items, and our income and expenditure account includes only revenue items. It could be revenue income or it could be revenue expenditure, okay, which occur again and again during the course of business. Only those items should be included in the income and expenditure account. So remaining items or rest of the items will be taken into balance sheet. Okay, when we will prepare problem, when we will do problem, then you will be able to understand it properly. Okay, third point is again very important. It includes only current year transactions. Okay, so if you remember, while preparing receipts and payments account, I told you, right? So in receipts and payment account, all types of items, all the items from every year are taken. Okay, I told you, when you will prepare income and expenditure account, then you will come to know the difference. Now here is the difference. Okay, it includes only current year transaction. Suppose I am preparing income and expenditure account for the year 2018-19. Okay, whatever the transactions are made during this year, only those will be recorded. Okay, and on this basis there will be so many adjustments given in the question. Okay, which makes this problem a quite difficult or a quite trickier one. Okay, but if you remember that we only have to take current year transactions, then it's very easy. Clear? This is the third point that we have to remember. And the last point is balancing figure is called as surplus or deficit. Okay, as I already told you, whatever the balancing figure we get, it might be on the debit side or on the credit side. Okay, if we get balancing figure on the debit side, we call it as surplus. Instead of calling it as profit, we call it as surplus. Okay, and whatever the balancing figure that we get on the credit side, we call it as deficit. Instead of calling it as loss, we call it as deficit. Okay, and this surplus, I told you, will not be distributed among the members of an NPO. Okay, it will be transferred to capital fund. Okay, so if we have surplus, it will be transferred to capital fund. If we have deficit, then certain amount will be taken from capital fund or withdrawn from capital fund. Okay, so this is the whole concept. Basically, 2 points are very important which you have to remember. It only includes revenue items and it only includes current year transactions. If you keep these 2 points in your mind, then it's very easy to prepare income and expenditure account. Okay, and this is the most trickiest part for in full accounting for non-profit organization. Okay, other than that, receipts and payments account is very easy, and balance sheet, you have done it many times, you all know it very well. Okay, if you can do this one properly, then you're sorted. Okay, now let us try to solve one problem relating to income and expenditure account. Right, now the question is, from the receipts and payments account given below, prepare income and expenditure account for Delhi Club for the year ending 31st March 2007. Okay, so as soon as you see the question, first thing that you have to figure out is current year. Okay, so the ending date of the current year is given. Okay, so first thing you have to find out is what will be my current year. Okay, so just a second. So let us first figure out which will be our current year. Okay, see here in the question, always the ending date of the current year will be given. So ending date is 31st March 2007. So it means what will be my first day? 1 April 2006 to 31st March 2007. This will be my current year, right? So year is ending in the month of March. It means it will start in the month of April, previous year. Okay, so this is my current year. Now after knowing current year, you should also know what will be my previous year and next year. Okay, because in future coming questions, there will be so many adjustments relating to it, right? So if this is my current year, then what will be my previous year? 1/4/2005 to 31 March 2006. This will be my previous year. And next year will be 1/4/2007 to 31st March 2008. Okay, so the very first thing that you have to do is you have to figure out this. Okay, then come back to question. Okay, so you just have to remember 2 points, that only current year transactions has to be taken and items which are in revenue in nature should be taken. Okay, now let us refer the receipts and payments account. With the help of this, we will prepare income and expenditure account. Okay, so the first item in receipt side is balance brought down. It's actually balance brought down, cash in hand. So opening balance of cash is given. Okay, so opening balance of cash, will take it in balance sheet. Cash is my asset. So right now we will not take it. Okay, then we have subscriptions. Okay, so we know that for an NGO or an NPO, subscriptions are common. They are the main source of their income. Okay, so we treat it as revenue income for a non-profit organization. Okay, now in this particular question, subscription for which year is not mentioned. Okay, in certain cases they will mention subscription for 2 to 3 years. In that you have to take the amount of subscriptions only which is related to current year. Okay, here nothing is mentioned, so it means it's related to current year itself. Okay, so I will take subscriptions in the income side. Okay, this is the format of an income and expenditure account. On debit side we have expenditure and on credit side we have income. Okay, so receipts are my income. So on the income side, I will take it as subscription, rupees whatever the amount is given here in the question, 22,500. Just take the same amount as it is. Okay, back to question. Then this is done, ticket. Okay, next we have entrance fees, right? So again, entrance fees is revenue income, because whenever a person enters into an NPO, okay, they have to pay the fees. So this is my revenue item, or you can say revenue income. So I will take this in the income side of income and expenditure account. Entrance fees rupees 1250 rupees. Entrance fees 1250. Then back to question. This is also done, ticket. Okay, next we have donations. Okay, again donations are common. They are again one of the main sources of income for an NPO. Okay, in certain cases they will particularly mention that donations received for building, or they may mention that donations received for certain particular or specific item. Okay, in that case we treat it as capital income, right? Because for buildings, for donations for buildings, we won't receive it every day. Very oftenly we won't receive it. Okay, but usually donations or charities we will be receiving. That is the main source of income for an NPO. So in this question only donation is given, rupees 2500. So I will check it as it is. Donation rupees 2500. Back to question. Donation is completed, ticket. Then we have rent of hall. Okay, now an NPO or a sports club or an NGO may be having certain halls. It could be banquet halls, it could be function halls, okay, it could be conference halls. Sometimes they will be giving it on rental basis for others to use, right? Again, it is very common for an NPO. So this is the revenue income for an NPO. Okay, so take it in the income side, rent of hall rupees 750. Rent of hall 750. Back to question. This is done, ticket. Then we have sale of investments rupees 3000. Okay, now think, do we sell our investments every day? Right, so tell me, do we sell our investments every day? No, right? So investment are my assets. Okay, we won't sell them every day, but in case instead of sale of investments, it was given like interest on investment, then I will treat it as revenue item or my revenue income, because on investments I'll be regularly getting interest, but we will not sell our investments regularly. So we will not take it here. We will just leave it, right? In future coming questions, when we will prepare balance sheet, then we will take this item in the balance sheet directly. Clear? Just leave it. Now everything on the receipt side is completed. Now let's have a look at the payment side. Okay, in payment side, first item that we have is salary, rupees 1500. So we know that we have to provide salaries to our employees every month, right? So that is obviously my revenue expenditure. Okay, it is my revenue item, so I will take it now in the expenditure side as salary rupees 1500. So currently we are doing a very basic problem in which there are no adjustments given, right? In future coming problems we will be solving a lot of problems on this topic, right, where we will be solving many adjustments. So usually adjustments relating to salary, relating to entrance fees, subscription, all these things will be given. So we will see step by step how to solve everything. Okay, so salary is completed, ticket. Then we have rent, rupees 800. Again, I know that rent we have to pay every month. It could be home rent, it could be office rent, it could be anything. Clear? So again, it's my revenue item, or you can say revenue expenditure. I will take it as it is in the expenditure side. Rent, rupees 800. Back to question. Rent is done, ticket. We have electricity. It's nothing but electricity charges or electricity bill. Again, we have to pay this every month. It's my revenue item, rupees 3,500 in the expenditure side. 3,500. Then back to question. Taxes, we know again we have to pay taxes regularly to the government, rupees 1,700 in the expenditure side. Taxes, rupees 1,700. Okay, then printing and stationery, again every day, every single day we need printings, we need printouts, or we need stationery for our NPO. So it is again my revenue expenditure, rupees 380. Printing and stationery, rupees, what was the amount? Rupees 380. Mention it as it is. Then back to question. Sundry expenses are given, rupees 920. Sundry expenses are nothing but other small expenses. Okay, it could be refreshment, it could be conveyance charges, okay, postage, telegram, all these small charges, rupees 920. So we know all this will be regularly occurring, so same as it is in the expenditure side. Sundry expenses, rupees 920. Then back to question. Now books purchase. Okay, now we do not purchase books every day, right? So we have an NPO, we do not purchase books every day or regularly. We can purchase newspapers regularly, we can purchase magazines regularly, but purchase of books is treated as capital expenditure here. Clear? Magazines and newspapers or journals can be treated as a revenue expenditure, but purchase of books will be treated as capital expenditure here. Okay, so we will not take it. If in case we prepare balance sheet, then this item will directly appear to balance sheet. For now, just leave it. Then we have fixed deposit in bank on 31 March 2007, right? So see here, so they are telling that we have fixed deposit in bank. Okay, fixed deposit, again we won't do every day, right? FDs are not made regularly. Once we save a quite decent amount, then we can go for FDs or fixed deposits. So this is again my capital expenditure, right? It's my asset and certain date is given. So on this date the FD was made, so it is my capital expenditure. I will not take it here in income and expenditure account. Okay, then after that we have closing balances of cash in hand and cash at bank. Closing balances, again they are for assets, they will be taken in the balance sheet, not in the income and expenditure account. Okay, so only two things we had to remember here. Only current year transactions were taken and only items which are of revenue nature are taken. Other than that, we should not take any other item. Okay, now everything is taken. Now we just have to total it. Okay, if we total, the credit side is bigger, balance on credit side is more, that is rupees 27,000. 27,000. Okay, now the difference or the balancing figure here is 18,200 rupees. So as I told you, we treat it as surplus. Okay, you can simply understand like our income balance on income side is more, right? So for an NPO, the income is more than its expenditure. So the difference amount is treated as surplus here. You can write it as excess of income over expenditure. Okay, and this will be transferred to capital fund account, or when we will prepare balance sheet, we will add this in the capital fund. Okay, so this was a very basic problem without adjustments on income and expenditure account. The intention here was to just make you familiar with the format here and how to take the transactions. Okay, so this is very basic problem. Such questions will not be asked in your questions. Always the questions regarding adjustments, relating to adjustments will be asked in the examination. So all those things we are going to solve in my upcoming sessions. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. For more videos, keep watching. I will see you in my next videos. Till that, happy learning.